killer.
Papa wants you dead.
You're on my road, amigos.
You know who I am?
I know who you are.
We may be in trouble.
1980s Westerns, my favourites. Yes, they were still making Westerns in the 80s. No more classic era for the genre. Surprisingly, there are still some decent Westerns being made, arguably more admired in the rearview mirror today. Some familiar faces from the previous decades, as well as newer, fresh faces. After going back over the 80s, I've tapped today's videos as those I liked. Let me know what yours are in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit the subscription button to get my new videos. To check out my other videos, head over to my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. Like, share and subscribe. You know the drill. Here we go. The Long Riders, 1980, a biographical western directed by Walter Hill, notable for having cast 4 sets of actual brothers to play the 4 sets of brothers in the James Younger game. James Keach as Jesse James, Stacy Keach as Frank James, David Carradine as Cole Younger, Keith Carradine as Jim Younger, Robert Carradine as Bob Younger, Dennis Quaid as Ed Miller, Randy Quaid as Clell Miller, Christopher Guest as Charlie Ford, Nicholas Guest as Robert Ford.
Wait for him to come out.
You ever been in love?
You open that safe, mister, you hear?
The Pinkerton had told us he might be coming. You're robbing the bank!
As Cole, Jim, and Bob Younger. As Jesse and Frank James. Dennis and Randy Quaid as Clell and Ed Miller. As the Ford brothers.
The Mountain Men, 1980, a western directed by Richard Lang, starring Charlton Heston and Brian Keith. Heston's son, Fraser Clark Heston, wrote the screenplay. Bill Tyler Heston is an argumentative, curmudgeon mountain man. Henry Frapp, Keith, is Tyler's good friend and fellow trapper. Together they trap beaver, fight Native Americans, and drink at the Mountain Man Rendezvous, while trying to sell their plues, or beaver skins, to a cutthroat French trader named Fontanelli. Tom Horn, 1980, a western directed by William Weird, starring Steve McQueen as the legendary lawman, outlaw, and gunfighter Tom Horn. It was based on Horn's own writings. Tom Horn, a legendary frontier scout and tracker who helped capture Geronimo, drifts around the quickly disappearing western frontier. The story begins as he rides into a small town and provokes prizefighter Jim Corbett, ending up in a livery stable, unconscious and badly bruised.
I'll just take it between us as who gets who first. There won't be no more cows stolen. Not from the Wood River Cattle Company, the Bar 3 Cattle Company, or the Haley Cattle Company. Consider that my last word on the matter.
They became heroes.
Man of the West, Indian tracker.
They became legends.
What was it like out in Indian Territory?
Lonely as hell.
And then they were gone. But when great heroes were no longer needed, Tom Horn would not go quietly.
Barbarosa, 1982, a western starring Willie Nelson and Gary Busey, about a young cowboy on the run from the law who partners with a famous bandito and learns about life from him, a tale of betrayal, vendetta, honor, and dignity. Barbarosa was the first American-made film by noted Australian director Fred Skepsey.
Based on understanding.
Oh, time to go. I won't have to rob you. Get your money out.
Patience.
Shoot him, Carl, if you want to. We got time.
Forgiveness.
Get out of here. What's wrong? I had no idea she was your daughter. All we did was just talk.
And the feeling that no matter where they went,
Well, good morning to you, sir. Plan to kill me today?
they would always be wanted.
Killed her.
Papa wants you dead.
You're on my road, amigos.
You know who I am?
I know who you are.
We may be in trouble.
Universal Pictures presents Gary Busey,
What's the matter with me? Ain't I been good company?
Willie Nelson,
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm getting all wore out trying to keep you entertained.
Barbarosa, Two Friends,
Careful, you're kicking rocks all over
and the legend
You missed him.
that was bigger than both of them.
What the hell are you doing?
The Man from Snowy River, 1982, Australian Western drama based on the Banjo Paterson poem The Man from Snowy River, stars Kirk Douglas in a dual role as the brothers Harrison, Jack Thompson as Clancy, Tom Burlinson as Jim Craig, Sigrid Thornton as Harrison's daughter Jessica, Terence Donovan as Jim's father, Henry Craig, and Chris Haywood as Curly. Both Burlinson and Thornton later reprised their roles in the 1988 sequel, The Man from Snowy River 2.
Fox proudly presents a magnificent epic adventure. Triumph.
Will you look at that?
A story of love. A story of a boy who becomes a man.
Pale Rider, 1985, a western produced and directed by Clint Eastwood, who also stars in the lead role. The title is a reference to the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, as the Pale Horse's Ghost Rider, Eastwood, represents death. The film, which took in over $41 million at the box office, became the highest-grossing western of the 1980s.
Some called him preacher. Others called him gunfighter.
Silverado, 1985, a western produced and directed by Lawrence Kasdan and written by Kasdan and his brother Mark, stars Kevin Kline, Scott Glenn, Danny Glover, and Kevin Costner. The supporting cast features Brian Dennehy, Rosanna Arquette, John Cleese, Jeff Goldblum, Lynn Whitfield, and Linda Hunt. Generally met with positive critical reviews, it was nominated for Best Sound and Best Original Score at the 58th Academy Awards.
Your horse. Can't you see this horse loves me?
Some people think they can push you around, but it's only true.
You want one of these? This ought to do.
Let's get him!
Hanging around with you is no picnic.
Come on!
Three Amigos, 1986, a western comedy directed by John Landis, starring Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, Martin Short, Alfonso Aru, Tony Planner, Patrice Martinez, and Joe Mantegna. The story of three American silent film stars who are mistaken for real heroes by a suffering people of a small Mexican village. The actors must find a way to live up to their reputation and stop a malevolent group of bandits.
Steve Martin,
Chevy Chase, Martin Short, the Three Amigos,
Throw down your gun! Not you, Dusty! Sorry!
You're so brave.
I'll come back one day.
Why?
Young Guns, 1988, a western directed and produced by Christopher Kane. The film dramatizes the adventures of Billy the Kid during the Lincoln County War, which took place in New Mexico in 1877 to 78. It stars Emilio Estevez as Billy, and Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charlie Sheen, Dermot Mulroney, and Casey Semisco as the other Lincoln County regulators. The supporting cast features Terrence Stamp, Terry O'Quinn, Brian Keith, and Jack Palance.
I like these odds.
The governor's put a $200 bounty on your head.
Yeah, I got plans for the governor.
Bonnie is believed to be the captain of a deputized gang.
Billy the Kid, huh? Let's dance. Four good pals, then you got yourself a tribe. There ain't nothing stronger than that.
Lonesome Dove, 1989, an epic western adventure miniseries directed by Simon Windsor, a four-part adaptation of the 1985 novel of the same name by Larry McMurtry, the first installment in the Lonesome Dove series. Stars an ensemble cast headed by Robert Duvall as Augustus McRae and Tommy Lee Jones as Woodrow Call. Originally broadcast from February 5 to 8, 1989, drawing a huge viewing audience, earning numerous awards, and reviving both the television western and the miniseries.
Prize-winning book by Larry McMurtry. Lonesome Dove remains one of the highest-rated miniseries in TV history.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscription button to get my new videos as they come up. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. Leave me a comment. I appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribers. I am Wrangler. Adios. See you again soon.
Where I want, it's a free country.
Gus, I never thought I'd see so far.
Revisit the timeless epic like you've never seen it before.
It's living.
Interesting facts about famous people.